The market is not happy. We're seeing slight signs of a pullback. We're still in the green, but I think it really has to do not just with the economic report that we received today, where PCE came in as expected at 2.6%, but with the presidential debate. The reaction from both sides. I mean, Trump didn't necessarily do well either, but it is so embarrassing for Biden. And this is what CNN had to say. And yes, CNN, not Fox News, CNN, who's previously known to support Biden himself.
This was a game-changing debate in the sense that right now, as we speak, there is a deep, a wide, and a very aggressive panic in the Democratic Party. It started minutes into the debate, and it continues right now. It involves party strategists, it involves elected officials, it involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket. And they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible. They do say in moments in the debate later, the president got better and got his footing, but then at the end, even his closing statement was a little halting. The contrast between the two candidates. Let me be clear. None of them, and a lot of Republicans, don't think Donald Trump had a great night. Donald Trump broke the fact-check machine more than I can count tonight. That will be on the record as we go forward. He refused to answer some very specific and direct questions about his conduct, about January 6th and what all. So that will be dealt with out there. And sometimes there's a parallel universe between the political elites and the American people. It'd be nice to see what the voters say. But I can tell you, it started minutes in. It started with the first couple of answers, and it has continued throughout the night from a, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, to what do we do about this? And it involves very senior people in the Democratic Party, including elected officials, saying we have a problem.
Definitely. And again, I think that was very well said, where if you really take into consideration on what the main focus was for this debate, you have to think we're over 100 days out from the actual election. So why would they ever host a presidential debate so far out? I really think that the Democratic Party was trying to test Biden to see, what will the American people think of him and his mental state. I want to remind you that he spent the previous, 7 days in seclusion preparing with his team for this debate. And that was the best Biden that we were able to get. He stuttered multiple times. I mean, there were times that he answered the questions very clearly, but other times where, again, it just was very clear that the concern that all Americans have been asking for the past 2 to 4 years is Biden is too old. He is not fit to be president. And I think that this was just the nail in the coffin for the Democratic Party to now confirm and potentially work with him to see if there's going to be someone new to replace him on the ballot. With that being said, the overall NASDAQ market, when that PCE report came out, we saw a slight push, then we began to sell off. A lot of reversals happening today. I feel like the market's still not really trying to, it's kind of struggling to figure out what it wants to do. I mean, we had a really, really strong uptrend during today's live trading session where the NASDAQ market became extremely overbought. I shorted the crap out of the NASDAQ market. I mean, it's an absolute joke. The market has no reason to be going up. The PCE report came in as expected. It's not good news. It just came in as expected. And based off of yesterday's presidential debate, that's not good news by any means, right? Nothing about yesterday, on both sides. I don't care if you are a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter. It was embarrassing. Trump couldn't answer a question directly, literally once or twice, maybe. But when it came down to Biden, it was so clear that he's just not fit to be president. So you guys let me know down in the comment section, do you think that the Democratic Party is going to replace him, or do you think that they will support him into the election? But I think based off of everyone's initial reaction, at least everything that we're seeing right now, it was disastrous. It was embarrassing for the entire country, because you have to think other countries are watching this and they're like, dang, out of all Americans, what is it, 270 million Americans, adult Americans, these are the two best candidates that we chose to represent and to lead our country. Yeah, it is embarrassing. I don't care what political party you prefer. At the end of the day, it's absolutely embarrassing. And I think the market is going to be reflecting that in the next few days. Overall, NASDAQ market, again, it's testing previous all-time highs. It's extremely overbought. and I'm ready to short the shit out of it even more. Market's extremely overbought for no reason. This whole thing of like, oh, we want good markets for this presidential election. The markets have ran up high for so long that now, again, I'm just super excited to get that confirmation of that break below the moving average on the 1 hour time frame. And then I would love to short this thing all the way back down to 450. I also do want to make you guys aware that Nike reported earnings yesterday, and boy, did it crash today. It is down 19%. So again, Nike is having a 20% off sale. No, it's not at the store. It's in Wall Street, and it's down 20%. The thing that I do want to remind you, it's a strong descending pattern. It's been struggling for the past few months. Is that what you want to call it? But overall, again, a really strong sell-off for Nike. And I just want to make you aware, for those that like trading either overbought or oversold levels, this is potentially something that you might want to add to your watch list. I appreciate your time. Again, I love trading live with my LPP team. They get to see all of my good trades and all of my bad trades. If you're someone like myself that learns best by watching other people do, I really think that you would enjoy my live trading sessions. And if you want to check it out, it's going to be the second link in the description down below. You can sign up and watch me trade live as soon as Monday when the market opens. Hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.